So a few weeks ago now, a good friend of mine contacted me and said that he'd come across a machine that I would be very interested in. And I know he watches these videos, so thank you very much, you know who you are. I certainly was interested. Been after one of these things for a while. They're very, very well regarded, although quite rare. You don't see them very often, really, in industries outside of landscaping particularly. So the price was right, the machine was right, or almost right anyway. It's close enough to the model I'd obviously ideally like to run, but at a third of the price. So I'll show you my new machine. So as you can see, I've bought an Avant, which is a really funky machine, mini little loader really. Can power obviously hydraulic attachments at the front as well. But I couldn't resist this machine. It came up, a friend of mine had it available for sale, and I bought it with forks, standard bucket, and a 4-in-1 bucket, which I think is the little secret to these mini machines. It's a 2005 model. It's a 520, and that gives it about 18 horsepower and its little Kubota engine in the back. It's got a lifting, I guess, of what I've worked out, of about 600 kilos safely. You try and pick a bulk bag up, what are they, 800, 850, and bless it, it'll give it a damn good go, but the back end comes off the floor, you know, it's not that sort of machine. I've been looking for an Avant for a long time, and they're quite rare to come up, especially well, in old or new, to be honest. You know, people seem to buy them and they keep hold of them, and there's good reason for that. A couple of the people that I subcontract to have got these machines, and they are bloody brilliant, albeit they run the slightly bigger ones, so you've got more lifting capacity, etc. My theory here was that this machine will do, if it does 80% of the work that I need it to do, and it's cost a third of what a new one would cost of you know, 700 or 800 series that I would probably run or like to run long term, then it's proved its concept. So we have a machine, I'll show you around it, it's quite cool. So this is the older style Avant, say from 2005, and due to that it has the old metal bodywork. So, you know, one of the, I think, a bit of a letdown on the modern ones, the plastic panels are easily damaged. This one has metal panels, so much harder to damage, and as you can see, it's in very, very genuine condition. The guy who previously owned this, he gave me spare filters, fan bell, it's got the original manual, absolutely brilliant, and it's just done over 1,000 hours, so I mean, bedded in really for one of these little Kubota engines. As I say, they are a really odd machine, and this is by no means a review of it, but just initial impressions. I've got a few things to fix on it to start with. Generally it's all there and it's all up together, but I've got a little hydraulic leak, I think it's coming out of one of these ports. Now these are just standard tractor connectors from what I can see. That makes them nice and cheap to replace. The modern Avants have got quite a clever kind of clamp system that you know, joins your flat face connectors together quite quickly, which is all very nice and modern, but yeah, a lot more expensive to replace. A couple of new ones of these, hopefully that'll solve the leak. I don't know if I've got another leak because it's kind of dripping down here. I don't know if that's what this wet here is on the ram. Hoping I haven't got a ram seal gone, that's my hope. But otherwise all looks in pretty good nick around here. I've got a wheel bearing slightly loose, so they look like I can do them up easy enough. Just make sure that hasn't got a dead bearing, can't be impossible to replace. There isn't really a lot to go wrong on these things. Engine in the back, that's where the counterweight's needed, and mine actually comes with some extra counterweight, look, and a tow bar. We've got all the mod cons here, boys, and even a tipping point for a trailer, so it's quite a nifty little machine. Obviously somebody spec'd it, you know, back in 2005 with a few toys, and it's a nice little machine. Very weird things to drive. I guess a lot of you will know if you've driven one of these, the back end is all over the place and you're hanging out because you're actually attached to the front part. So you basically just got to follow the forks, and when you're going forwards that actually works quite well, but when you start reversing, the back end can be out to the side of you, or yeah, it's a very strange thing to drive. But she's incredibly tidy, literally a forward and reverse, you know, pedal. It's all hydrostatic. Dashboard all works, all the lights work. I mean, can't complain really. And as I say, if it does, even if I have to split packs of blocks in half, you know, for the first few jobs this year, just to see how she does when I take it out on my own work, you know, it'll lift half a pack for sure. It's not hard, is it, to get the delivery driver just to take the pack in, split the pack in half and stick it on a second pallet. That's my theory here. You know, bands of bricks, I can split a couple of bands off and carry them individually. You know, it's not impossible, is it? If it proves its concept, then I can, you know, I'm not going to lose any money on this machine. Certainly the way machinery's going at the moment, may even make some, but we'll see. It was too good to turn down. The opportunity was there. Wasn't really in a position to be buying a brand new, well, not brand new, but you know what I mean, a new machine to me anyway. But sometimes you got to jump at these opportunities. So welcome to the fleet, the Avant 520, and of course I'll let you know how I get on with it, and when I get it on a job, I'll give it a full review of at least the concept. Obviously it's a few years out of date now, this one, but I don't think they've changed hugely. And maybe some of the modern ones, from what people are saying, with the smaller engines they're putting in the bigger ones to keep below the emissions. Yeah, I'm not sure they're as well regarded either, so maybe I've picked a peach here. Time will tell, I guess. I'll always keep you updated. Yeah, thanks for watching, and please keep letting me know in the comments what machines you guys run. I'm just a contractor, always keen to see what other people are up to, and I like a bit of kit myself, as you can tell. So yeah, if you've got anything, yeah, you're looking machines, new machines, what you're up to, I'm keen to always talk diggers. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you. I've got a few videos lined up this year. Hopefully you'll get to see those shortly. Thank you very much.